I forgot to change the game back from Dokapon to Mabinogi. Doing that right now. Boop, boop. There we go. That should be correct. Oh, forgot to change the title. That would probably help. There we go. Let's check if my sound's working. Yes, it is. Sound in the game isn't working because I have it turned off for Elimina. Just gonna stop that. Oh, I forgot to check my auction house. I'm gonna do that before I sign into Pepperspark. It's the last day of the Winter Master Plan, so... Oh, that went down in price. I just want that to sell. I'm gonna lose VIP status because I don't fucking pay for that. I just have the free however long it's been for Master Plan. That means I'm gonna lose a bunch of auction house slots. Better put some shit in there. Keep trying to sell this moist cylinder. Disgusting, right? What else do I got? Should just fill this. Let's do... I want to keep that one. Albinite training stones. I do not do that shit. I don't care about it. Let's just try to get rid of some. Just doing whatever the average is. Just get them out of my fucking inventory. There. I'm gonna lose all this event inventory. Very sad. I also have to decide if I'm keeping this outfit. I'm gonna let Pepperspark play around with outfits a little bit, potentially. Alright. What do I have? I think I'm just gonna let those expire. Got a bunch of dungeon passes, but those aren't hard to get. And unlimited shadow mission passes kind of feel like, at this point, I'm at a point in leveling that even the elite shadow missions aren't really that strong other than like Lord missions. So it doesn't matter. Pepperspark, why are you hiding under the horse? Hi, Pocket Flagon. Sound is working, but echo. Yeah, I was testing the thing. For some reason, it won't link to Mabinogi's sound in OBS, so I have to do it. Now we have sound, because that's how I was doing it. Wow, bunch of shit. Alright, get rid of all that. What was I saying? Mabinogi won't connect to OBS for audio for some reason, so I have to do desktop audio, so if I'm testing my sound, you will hear an echo. So this was what we had for a outfit. And there's potentially other outfits that we might want to get. But I do kind of just like this as is. Maybe not these colors. Not exactly these colors. What are our other options? That's cute. Yeah, that's with or without stockings. Some of these I actually already own. I definitely own this. The thing with Pepperspark is that she's Christmas themed, kind of. So I don't want to do anything like too elegant or too racy or too modern. Just she's like a weird peppermint golem. Eh. Probably am just gonna keep her in. That's kind of cute. Probably I'm just gonna keep her in the what is this, the waffle cone stuff. I love that they put some of the dog shit early stuff in here. Like, if you for some reason don't have this, you can just rent it. Because you totally would need to. Look at this texture. I probably own all of these already. Anyways. This was a good candidate. The other issue is that I haven't been playing with Pepperspark, so I've not been getting the daily rental dyes. Which is annoying, because then I just kind of have to hope for the best for colors on these. What happens if I just... Oh, why is this one case sensitive? Thought they fixed that. So if I keep reloading, I get different colors. Yeah, I can just keep like re-rolling the colors. This one's not bad, actually. I might just do that. And then... No. Yeah, I like that better. I'm gonna do it again. What? Okay. Alright. Yanked them off of her. Where'd the shoes go? Here we go. So these are a little better. Although, maybe I shouldn't be choosing minty greens that are too close to her skin tone. That might be a problem. I might keep the hat as she has it. Let's see though, what is that? Oh, that's a better look for the ring. Potentially? No, because it's the same color as the glove. Also, there might be a better thing to put here. I should just look at these for actual. Also, I might just keep the stuff that Elimina's been wearing, because she's dressed like she works in like food service, and I've been doing a lot of cooking with her. It works for her. Oh, that kind of works. Although, they use, like, built-in skin tone fingers, so that's not her real fingers. Let's see. Yeah, I want to avoid any of the open hands that give her flesh tone. Because that's not correct. Frog gloves. That almost works. Those kind of work okay. Because they work with the pearls on the chest piece, the necklace. I'd want to change the color depending. Let's go with it. Alright, so put those on. And then the dye molds are not great though. Got like 50 of these on Illumina. I wonder if I can transfer them through bank. Alright, I want something close-ish to the skirt color. That's probably good enough. I usually play this game with the sound off, but it's so cozy hearing these sounds. Oh my god, it's the entire... Never mind. Well, I can use it on something else. There might be... Oh, I meant to press preview, but okay. Let's go for it. That works. None of this matches perfectly, but it's pretty okay. Alright, now for what we're actually doing here. God, this inventory sucks. Whew. Why is there so much shit in here? I don't remember. What I need to do is read a baby's diary. That's what we were doing last, was that I chose not to skip the story quests for the Arcana that I am getting through the Master Plan event, basically for a free, fully powered up Arcana. Why do I have a broken egg? Fuck you. Get rid of that shit. Anyways, Aoshade is some sort of tiny elf baby who was an orphan raised by the priest of the town, and he's good at healing through singing. So we're going to learn something about him through his journal. I stopped here when I did this last because it was at the end of me doing a bunch of other shit that night, and then didn't play again for 2 months. It's not true. I was playing as Illumina, not as Pepperspark, and I usually don't stream that. I might switch back over to her later after this. This is Aoshade's diary, given to you by Colin. The writing is dense and messy, but it's accompanied by cute illustrations. If you read it closely, maybe it will shed some light on things. All right. You get no privacy, child. What? Oh, this dream again. I've been seeing it for so long now, ever since I was little. How many times has it been? But... Turn your gaze to see what Aoshade is peering at. You espy a neatly dressed woman practicing for a performance of some sort. Her singing is unhurried, her voice soft. Singing! Oh. Even though I know this is a dream, I can't help but love the sound of her voice. I never tire of hearing it again and again as many times as I see the stream. She's dead, isn't she? It has such a unique tone, doesn't it? When I listen to her, it's like I can feel my cares just melt away. I wish I knew what song it was. Don't you think you're practicing too hard? You definitely are. You're already the best singer around. You don't always need to be the last to leave. It's like you want to squeeze in every spare minute to sing. Oh, you guys, you flatter me. There are lots of singers out there in the world who far surpass me. All I want is to sing without any mistakes in our next performance. Huh? Before, my dream always ended while that woman was singing, but today it's still going? This is a very lucid dream. I mean, I guess he doesn't control anything, but he seems fully conscious for it. True, our next engagement is pretty big. Makes sense you'd be nervous. But trust me, you'll be fine. You're not just a good singer. People really respond to your performances. Haha, that's right, actually. Hey, look, that guy showed up to rehearsal. Look at the resolution of that pattern on his little robe thingy. That is chunky. What outfit is that? God, it looks hilarious next to the much higher resolution of his gloves and his hair. Oh my God. Oh. I saw him in the audience last time and the time before that. I think he may well have come to every performance you've given. Guess that elf really likes your singing. How do you think he knew we'd be practicing? I've wondered the same thing. Oh, are you blushing? I can't tell which of these two is talking at any given moment, so they're the same voice. Whatever. No, of course not. I find it hard to believe when even a blind man could tell your face is totally flushed. She can't hear you. Oh, it looks like her #1 fan overheard us. Why don't you go over and talk to him? I bet he'll be in the audience at the next performance too, so it wouldn't hurt to get to know each other a little better. You think so? Oh no, that cold's still hanging on, huh? Yeah, I've been taking medicine for it, but the cough still comes through every now and then. It's probably because of all the vocal practice I've been doing. She's been running her voice ragged. Our performance is coming up in a few days, so I suppose I ought to manage my condition a bit closer so it improves before then. I'll have to be more mindful. Well, I think the best treatment would be talking to that guy. Maybe you'll blush the last of the cough away. Just go infect that man. Jeez, would you stop teasing me? Her face, radiant with a bashful smile, gradually fades away. Why is it that I keep seeing this dream? I've always seen it, indistinct and distant at times, but these days it's been going on longer and longer. It's people growing clearer and clearer. Could this dream be something that happened to someone who really exists somewhere out in the world? Or perhaps they even have some sort of connection to me, but what connection? And why this dream? Oh. Someone's reading my diary. I can go to a main maca and look for her myself. Why didn't I think of that before? The performance is right around the corner and she's still got that cough. I might be able to give her some treatment. He's just assuming that this is like clairvoyance and he's just spying on someone accidentally, even though it's like the same dream on repeat. Like, okay. I suppose the easiest way to find her is to just ask everyone coming and going near the stage. ... That seems to be all you can see. It appears that Aoshade has been having a recurring dream about a certain songstress and is making his way to a main maca in the hopes of meeting her. You should follow him and see what happens. You are now level 61. Oh, there we go. Oh, did it just... Cool. I didn't have to travel the 2 towns over. Yeah, I would have had to go all the way through Terra, or through Abnag. I guess that's not so bad. But that's nice. They just warped me here. So I'm looking for the stage, which I want to say is that way. Well, no, that's the church. What's the newest fashion winner? That's a boring outfit. I've never done the fashion contest. I think it's like there's mini games involved, so there's more than just what you're wearing. But that one's not great. Oh, is this the receivable quest board? No, that's some other thing. I realized I was having some trouble with something last time I streamed Pepperspark, and that it may be that it's yet another quest on the receivable quest board that I just don't have yet. Is this not the right stage for this? Probably just check the map. But what's going on here? Okay, that's the hair from the puppet man across the way. Are these all just characters from this town? No, I don't think so. I think they reused hairs that are just in the system. seriously though, that's the puppet man. I'm gonna go look at him and make sure I'm not hallucinating. It's the smaller stage? Where the fuck is the smaller stage? Let's see here. Oh, it's probably the thing marked quest over there. I'm gonna go stare at and judge the puppet man now that I've seen that they reused his hair. I want to see it. It's not the same. Yeah, it's a different. No, different. His is parted in the other direction. Similar, but not the same. Don't trust him. He's weird. You kind of have to trust him if you want to get puppet skills, but they're not really worth it to get, so whatever. I would love it if they included an Arcana at some point that used puppet skills with something. The most recent ones were, is it Construct Alchemy and Guns, which is a hilarious combination. That the guy who you do quests with in that one is very funny. And then Battle Alchemy with, okay, here it is. Battle Alchemy with Herbalism, which is the first time a life skill's actually been involved in that way. Alright. But yeah, puppets and, I don't know, puppets and guns, that could be funny. My voice is scratchy today. I may have practiced too hard yesterday. Yeah, okay. Ahem, and holding a pocket watch too. If you follow him down the rabbit hole, if you go, I forgot, line please? Okay. Can you try tilting your head down a little bit on that line and try a cuter expression? Okay. Do they ever actually put on a play here? Whatever. I think last time I was on Pepperspark, she had been freshly rebirthed, so she was like shorter than he is. This is kind of funny. Actually, do I have... I probably have an age potion? No, I don't. Shade hasn't noticed you standing right in front of him. He's looking at the musicians preparing to perform with dismay. I thought I'd be able to find her just by asking around, but no one knows who I'm talking about. Oh, what should I do? I need to swap her animation so she's not doing that. She needs to do some other idle animation. Hey, don't sneak up on me like that. What are you doing? I was just trying to find the person from my dream and heal. I mean, why would you know about the dream? Wait, let me explain. I almost never dream, but I know who you mean. But how? 'Cause I don't respect your privacy, child. Colin showed me your journal. What? You read my journal? Shade's face turns beet red. He's so embarrassed that he's struggling to get words out. Colin, how could he? Just showing my journal to some stranger? Yes. Fine, go ahead and make fun of me. Just get it over with. Silly little baby Airshade believing my little baby dreams. I mean, yeah. Not even Colin took me seriously, but the dream felt so real. Airshade trails off into a sullen silence. Yeah, no, I think if you've had the same repeat dream for a long time, the timeline's not right. There's not someone waiting here for you. You say that you don't think what he saw in his dream was real. You tell him that staying up all night stressing out over a dream is bad for him. It's not like I'm losing sleep over it. I just had something I needed to find in a book. That's all. It's not like I was really worried or anything. I know it was just a dream. Dream? Shade clenches his staff in a white-knuckle grip. In that moment, his eyes look incredibly distant. Oh? There seems to be a commotion by the stage. Yeah, okay. What's with this elevator music? Okay, so these characters are here as a part of this quest line. I wasn't sure, because I never go over here. Oh, okay. Are they part of the play? Hey, what gives? These noisy clowns are making a racket again. You're a public nuisance, you are. You woke me up. I'm not gonna stand for that. Well, the stage is our rehearsal space. Find somewhere else to sleep. It's a public area. Why do you keep following us around if you hate noise that much? You think you can tell me where I can go and can't go in my own city, is that it? You think you can disrespect me and my nap and get away with it? Were you just napping by the stage? Why are you wearing a mask? Well, I think you're gonna find out what happens when a bunch of 2-bit jesters come and disturb our city with a bunch of caterwauling. This is the theater in Music City. All music happens in a main Maka. All culture happens in a main Maka, if you think about it. Like, they also have all of the cooking traditions and the advancement hall for skills, and, like, just the puppet man lives here. Like, if something is in any way related to arts, there's a very good chance it happens here. Are they serious? But it's not really our business. We can't just let them harass these performers, though, can we? Plus, if they hurt someone, that's just more work for me. Well, if there's no other choice, we better take care of these bullies together. Alright, let's see if I remember my hotkeys on this account. She does not have the same shit. Oh, right, do I have... Where's my gun? God, okay, fucking, where? Fine. What? I did not think these were... Something to remember, that, despite having been boosted up in levels, Pepperspark is still fucking weak as shit because she's a new character, essentially. Good luck, little baby man elf. Good thing I'm here with a healer, very explicitly. Yeah, I don't remember what's attached to what. And I have all of these skills max. I just fucking forget which buttons are on what. Because on Illumina, I've had a pretty good setup lately where she's just Elemental Knight and Astrologer skills. So I'm like, dual guns? What year is it? I should probably get used to dual guns because on Illumina, I do have that new guns arcana. Getting good experience for these. Wow. Any of the other arcanas I've done with any character have had something like this, by the way. I think he was one of the first ones that they introduced. So it kind of makes sense that in later ones they involved fewer, like, meaningful combat portions of missions. But, like, if you do the 2 new ones, what is it? Arsenal Gunner and Forbidden Alchemist or whatever. Like, it's some cutscenes, but that's it. The only times you actually have to fight, you are playing as the character, and they give you an example of how their skills work. It's none of this shit. What awful brutes! They killed you like 20 times, you dumb bitch. Hey, why are you picking a fight? These actors have done nothing to you. Hey, thank you. Really. Thanks for the help. I don't remember which of these was which. Those miscreants have been giving us all sorts of grief these past few days. They've been damaging our props and raising a general ruckus, just like they were doing just now. They killed us like 20 times too. We owe our thanks to this Malaysian and, this baby. Shade. Right, thank you as well, Shade. Think you laid into that lot hard enough they won't dare show their faces around here for a good while. Haha, I guess that's all that's left now is to go clean up. I'll drag away the corpses. I won't. The actors and singers who had been preparing for the performance bow their heads in gratitude. They file past you to the other side, generally ignoring the thugs lying in a heap on the ground. I suppose there really is something to your fame after all. It was kind of impressive seeing you fight. I'm more accustomed to patching people up than I am assisting them in the heat of battle. I mean, kinda did that. Actually, I was only able to dive in like that because you were with me. I never would have done that if I was alone. I don't fancy taking a fist to the face, but anyway. Ayashade, who had been chattering away, coughs awkwardly, clearing his throat. I've heard some of the stories about the famous Malaysian, so I had to admit to being rather curious about how you'd acquit yourself in a situation like this. It was amazing to see you in action with my own eyes, dying constantly. You were saying before that if I joined that odd-sounding association you mentioned, I'd be able to see you more often and learn about my power in greater depth, yes? If I joined, do you think I'd be able to find more clues about the dream I've been having? The reason it bothers me so much is... His quiet voice quickly trails off, becoming inaudible, and Ayashade simply shakes his head. Why am I worrying about this? What a waste of time. Anyway, I've decided to take you up on your offer. After all, what have I got to lose? You're based out of Wrath Royal Castle, right? Really? Yes, really. Why would I lie about a thing like this? When we were giving those thugs their just desserts earlier, I felt surprisingly spirited all the while. I think it's because I found you easier to get along with than I expected. Really? When I'm dressed like a lunatic and brandishing 2 guns? Alright. Really? Is it that hard to believe me? It's like you're still grilling me even after I said I'd go. Seriously, what's wrong with you? Are you poking fun at me because you think I look like some fresh-faced kid? I'll have you know I've seen 15 summers. As for my height, well, that'll sort itself out in time, I hope. No, won't. You know what? Why am I still talking about this? I'm going to Terra and that's that. Ayashade quickly cuts off his prattling on, his face red, and takes to the road with strides as long as his dainty legs will allow. Alright, let's go. Head to the Arcana Association room in Wrath Royal Castle in Terra and make sure Ayashade has arrived there safely. Mission accomplished. Oh, there we go. Alright. Oh, they've got the Moonlight Island thing open for me. I think everything's gonna happen in here from this point on. Seems like he's deep in conversation, blah blah blah. Alright. Okay. These voices have to be different somehow. Blah blah blah. Good, you're back. Ayashade arrived before you, so we're all introduced. I have to say, from the rumors, I was expecting someone a bit older? If he is as young as he looks, though, that's a fascinating example of an Arcana manifesting young. I can hear what you guys are whispering about me, you know. Okay, so one of them's like me failing to do a male voice and the other is just strong sad. That's how we're gonna do it, I guess. Well, we were waiting for you. Lao told me the basics. You're all planning on doing some research on me? Ah, to be more specific, we'll be doing research to help you to control and stabilize your talent. For those of us who aren't Malaysians, controlling multiple talents at once contains many risks. It can put your body under dangerous amounts of strain. That's why we need to research, and that's why Pepperspark is helping as well. Well, the thing is, it just sounds like I'll be a test subject. Yes. Shade is a good point. You give Lauire a searching look. Come on, Pepperspark, not you two. Shade, I don't want to pressure you into doing something you're uncomfortable with. If your powers are causing you no issue, then I can certainly see why my proposal wouldn't be appealing. I'm truly sorry for it concerning you, Shade. I do think membership can provide some benefits for you as well. Like what? Well, first of all, let me assure you that we won't be requiring you to make drastic changes to your life. Of course, you may be called upon by the Royal Castle to help in times of need, but I've heard you're already helping the guards at Tailshin headquarters, so I doubt you would object to that, would you? And for that matter, you can't cook and use a sword, you'll explode. I mean, I can do those, but only in a video game. If I cook in real life, I do explode. And for that matter, the backing of the Arcana Association can get you more support in your work at the headquarters. You'll be able to call on the resources of the Royal Castle, after all. Oh, that would be good, actually. The guards are so reckless. They keep getting wounded in dumb ways. We could use like twice as many healers. All that would be required is some occasional assistance with our research. Certainly nothing that would cause you undue stress. If you want, I could even draw up a contract specifying limits on your responsibilities and laying out the benefits. That may help ease your guardian's mind as well. Oh, that's surprisingly reasonable. Colin would probably like to see a contract. Shade seems lost in thought, weighing out the decision. Lauire is looking at you expectantly. Maybe he expects you to convince Shade? There may be ways you can ease his doubts further. Talk to Shade again. Alright. This little lunatic's just watching and waiting. No one can see here but me. Alright. I've still got the guns out. So the Arcana Association will have the full backing of the crown? There will be more people gathering soon, maybe people more talented than I am. A place where talent can be researched and developed and maybe even explored past what we know is possible. Might be able to learn about that fucking hallucination you have. The association could help me with my dreams? I guess if we have the full support of the crown, it might be easier to ask about her. Or maybe she might even find me? I don't think this is gonna work the way you want it to, kiddo. I know that everyone's always looked at me weird because of my abilities and my looks. I mean, yeah? I'm wondering what's up with his eyes. More than the height and the weird priest dress and everything, like, are his eyes supposed to look unusual? Because it's like an anime game, so you can have whatever eyes you want. Pepperspark's got, like, weird lollipop eyes. But, like, they illustrate him over here in his portrait in a way that feels like you're supposed to see them as unusual. Not like he's an albino, but something like that. Like, something about the way they render the eyes seems like it's significant. Like, is there something going on there? I guess I'll find out, or maybe not. But that just makes me want to know more about it, about why I was left in Colin's care and where my talents came from. I thought we worked pretty well together during that fight in the main Maka. And although I didn't mean for you to, you found out what's been going on with me and you didn't make fun of me. I will make fun of you. So you can't be all that bad, I don't think. What the Lauire person was talking about also seems like a good idea. It could lift a weight off Colin's shoulders at least. It sounds like you've made up your mind then? I should report this to Her Majesty right away. I'm sure she'll be glad to hear news about you, Aeshade. Loudwire extends a hand to Aeshade with a broad smile on his face. Aeshade hesitantly takes Loudwire's hand and shakes it. Please draw up the contract you mentioned first, if it's alright. I'll probably be in and out of here a lot, and I'll need to explain this to Colin. Of course. I can have it ready for you before you leave the castle. I look forward to working with you, Aeshade, and of course you too, Pepperspark. Yeah, me too. There's still so much I want to learn here. Aeshade gives you a meaningful look. He's joined the cult. We have a cult of 3. Together we can delve deeper in the Harmonic Saint Arcana talent, of which he has proven a paragon. You may also be able to learn more about the person Aeshade saw in his dreams. Look for clues while you improve your Arcana talent with Aeshade. You end your conversation. Woo! Does that mean we got it? I think, okay, I probably just have to finish the quest in the quest thingy. Yep. Wait. I now have an Arcana. I don't know if I'm gonna use it. At least not right away. I'll fiddle with it later. Whoa, you really did it, Pepperspark. I don't remember if I was doing a voice for her. Congratulations on becoming a Harmonic Saint. Now that you've witnessed the power of Arcana, the only thing left is unlocking Harmonic Saint's full potential by reaching Link 10. Then you'll be set. So, how do you unlock Link level 10 on your Arcana? The usual way someone would go about it would be something like leveling up a lot to reach certain Arcana levels and collecting a bunch of Smoldering threads and Frost Flame threads, which are mostly found in dungeons. But I've got a special offer for you. If you help me out today, I'll hook you up so that you can reach Arcana Link 10 with relative ease. Here's what I need you to do. I'll give you 5 quests that are pretty simple. You do those and you'll soar all the way to Link 10. Let's call it Remy's final mission, yeah? Of course, it wouldn't be too tough for you, what with how much you've grown. Feel free to ask me again if there's anything you find confusing. I'll still be around to help you out. Okay then, talk to me again when you're ready. I'll be right here waiting for you, Pepperspark. Alright. Your first mission is rebirthing. Okay. I'm overdue. Assimilation, you'll be able to rebirth, which will reset your age and your current level. When you rebirth, you have to... We know this. Didn't she already do this? I don't remember if she did. Yeah. Cumulative levels remains unchanged. You don't really lose almost any stats when you do it. Alright. Yeah, okay. Start walking you through the rebirthing process now. If you want to hear about it works again, let me know. Let's just do it. Okay. Okay. We've done this before. I am not reading this. Put me back into the dirt now. Now. Don't want to change anything here. Do I want to do... We should probably... Because I was in the middle of the martial arts stuff, I should probably just stay with that. Oh, welcome raiders from Sobi 2. Good to meet you. Hopefully this is entertaining. I'm kind of just doing the event quest before they go away and roll over tonight. Yeah, up, got it. I did the thing. Hey, you made it. I'm always amazed at how Malaysians get endless chances to live a life where they get to try something totally new or really buckle down and master something they already know. If I could rebirth, I'd want to be the same as I am now, but make myself super tall. You can't go in that direction. You can only go down in age, not forward. Yeah, Shade's not in the room anymore. I wanted to kind of compare heights with the little baby man, but I'll do that later, maybe. Normally, people put an effort to reach level 200 again once they've rebirthed, but this time I'll work a little magic for you and zip you all the way to level 200. Alright. Cool. It actually worked. Got a title. Alright. Malations go through rebirthing almost like a cycle, growing stronger each time. Keep that in mind going forward, okay? Since you successfully completed the mission, I'll reward you a box that you can use to increase the levels of your Harmonic Saint Arcana and unlock some of the link levels too. Blah, blah, blah. Do the thing. Oh, did I mention crests before? They're for leveling up. I'm just gonna show this. Yeah, okay. Okay. If they're rewarding their event, you can do it. Okay. Yep. Stop that shit up. What? Okay, did you guys hear that the way I heard that? What the fuck just happened there? Did it just give me all the 200 level up noises at once on a delay or something? I thought this game was gonna fucking crash. Alright. Okay, hold on. Did it just auto put them in? No, that was from leveling. Alright, gotta do this. Got it. Eventually, there's like plot quests with whatever the Arcana's mascot character is. Am I gonna have to do those, or is she gonna make me skip them? I'm not sure which I prefer. Yes, it did. Yeah, no, that was fucking weird, right? Good work, you're a natural at this. Okay, let's move on to the next mission, okay? Oh, do I have to... No? Okay, yeah. Let's see. For our next mission, renting powerful weapon and equipment. As luck would have it, I happen to know someone who's... Okay, we're doing that? Yeah, okay. I feel like I don't need the rental equipment, but alright. I'm already wearing rental clothes from her. Hello, my dear Pepperspark. What brings you here today? Alright, I guess I have to do this. Okay, that's for outfits. Oh, here we go. Rent. What is it gonna make me do? Rent weapon, and then question mark, okay. Let's see. Got a whole bunch of crap. Just utter garbage, just all over the place. I could probably use a better wand or staff. Because I just got Harmonic Saint. Let's do a staff. Perseus Mystic Staff, got it. Critical, or I think attack makes sense. Ego points. It comes with a spirit on you? Aw, man, that makes me feel bad, because this is a character. A potential character that I don't get to keep. Hi. I'm renting you. You're only here for the day because this is the last day of the thing. She's fancy. Let's talk to her for real. Does she get a name? No, she's not on the list. Okay, I don't have like a random... Oh, she's down here. And I don't get to name her. I use this specific spirit graphic for my sword on Illumina. Okay, she's level 100, and I do have to set her ego points. Let's see, weapon magic, level up, critical damage, magic attacks too. Hailstorm, I'm probably not using that, because that's not what my Arcana for this is. Attack, range, duration, buff. So let's just get all of these. What is this? Critical rate. Yeah, this makes sense. Intermediate chain casting. It's probably important. This is a temp weapon, so this is fine. Can I just get... No, I can't do everything. I feel like the raw power's good, chain casting's probably good. This is all just for awakening. Yeah, I kind of don't need those. Just put one in for damage. I'll just do that. That works. No, I don't need to talk to you anymore. Oh, this is not. Okay, so I do need to rent armor now. Oh, okay, these are just sorted by Arcana. Alright, sure. So, let's quickly take this shit off. And, God, my inventory sucks. Let's see what these... Oh, let's put them here. Where did the rest go? Oh, okay. Let's see. Why do I have 2 of this? Oh my god, that was something I already had in my inventory because I own these and was using it. God damn it. One of the reasons I play this game is because I like inventory management, but I'm bad at it. Ah. Where's the rest of it? Wait, does this not come with a hat? No hat? Why am I wearing a robe? Fuck you. Get out of there. Am I going crazy? There's gotta be headgear with this, right? Sorry, I'm just looking at all of my shit now. These have rental on them? Yeah, I can just search for rental. No, there is? Okay. That's fine, I guess. So that's what it looks like. And then I'm gonna put all this shit back on. Am I allowed to change those still? Yes, I can. Try these on. Those look okay. All right. Kit it out. What is the next thing they want? Go back to the Arcana Ascension room. Alright. Thankfully I could just do this. Alright. Ah, you're back. Ooh, impressive. That gear seems a good few notches better than what I gave you earlier. I'm sure it'll serve you well in battle. With that done, it's time to raise your Arcana link to level 4. Alright, cool. Fucking incredible. Is that gonna happen every time? That's great. Ah, I have to complete a quest. But I can get the materials in without the quest. Okay. Good work, you're a natural at this. Okay, it seems like we're ready to start the next mission. Okay, give it to me. Alright, your next mission is try out this special potion I've got here. If you drink it, you'll increase your stats and experience a substantial boost in power. It wasn't easy to get a hold of, but I made sure to get one for you, Pepperspark. After you drink it, talk to me again. Is this one of those things where it's a buff that lasts to the end of the event, so it's like till the end of tonight? Yeah, it's one of those. Sure. Sure. Doesn't that taste good? I mean, maybe it tastes nasty, but being a lot stronger from just drinking a bottle of whatever that was should make it taste good through the power of aspirational thinking. With that done, it's time to raise your Arcana to link level 6. Get ready. Get ready. There it goes. That's fucking insane. Oh, okay. Alright. Ah, I see, and then it like repeats over the same with the second thread type. I wasn't sure how that works. Good work, you're a natural at this. Okay, it seems like we're ready to start the next mission. For our next mission, learn to use the dungeon. Okay, sure. Dungeon Guide contains information about dungeons and Aaron and will show you the dungeons best suited to your equipment level. I don't know how good the equipment level system is, considering your actual stats still have to be good. Like, equipment level doesn't seem as important as your actual pool of skills and stuff. But I don't know. It also has several convenient features, like letting you find party members to enter a dungeon with, does it? Huh. And teleporting you to the entrance of the dungeon you choose. You'll find the dungeon guide very helpful if you plan to make a habit of venturing into dungeons, which I do. And I should add, the event quick view also has a button for the dungeon guide. Okay, I think it's time to get down to the details of your mission. I'd like you to use the dungeon guide to move to the Albi Advanced Hard Mode dungeon. You'll see me near the entrance, so come talk to me when you arrive. I'll head to the lobby and wait for you there. Yep. I was thinking I'd end up doing a bunch of that anyways, so that's fine. I really do like the upgraded dungeon guide. I don't know how much I care about the equipment level thing. What is my... Okay, it says I'm 416. I just really like that it goes to all these, but... Oh, it has fucking the kitchen dungeons in here, but I can't just go to any of the area dungeons other than anything that's like a big raid thing. You can go to the theater missions on this. And I can't just go to, like, Karu Dungeon in the forest. That's annoying, because the area dungeons have gotten nothing lately. Which is annoying, because there's certain skill books that you can only get as a drop out of some of those, so I do run them once in a while. It just kind of feels like I'm doing it for one thing and no actual benefit. Whatever. Hi, Shatika. Just in time for the trumpets? Yeah! That was incredible. Alright, hard mode Albi. Go for it. So she should be around here. Yep. Right there. You made it. How was it? I bet you find the dungeon guide pretty convenient, moving you right to the dungeon in the blink of an eye. Way back when, people had to just walk to the dungeon. Yeah. This dungeon guide upgrade, where it has like almost every dungeon in it, is incredible for travel, because it really is. There's two things in Mabinogi that have always been the fucking curse of existence. One is inventory management. The other is transportation. Like, movement speed is really slow. The moon gates used to be randomized. They don't let you warp to a moon gate you haven't been to already if you're over a certain level. But if you know where the dungeons are, you can just boop to one and then get to whatever you need that's closest to it. It's so much more options available. Okay, so we'll be heading back to the Arcana Association room to unlock the Arcana room. Oh, you just wanted to warp here? Do you remember how to get there? We went over how to move to... Yeah, you can warp. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna just do one if we're here. Fuck it. Need to find something to sacrifice. What is... Oh yeah, these are useless. I should set up my skills, though, if I'm doing this. Let's move over here, get rid of these. So what is this? Wound recovery. I put these up here. Big healing. Elemental resistance. This is an attack. Need that. Debuff. Okay. Big shield. Got it. I only chose Harmonic Saint because the two things that it uses, music and healing, are things that are a pain in the butt to actually upgrade and that I'm not likely to do on my own. A lot of this I'm just not going to use. So this is Resurrection. That might come in handy if I have a pet out. This is not useful for this, but whatever. Might as well put... probably... Yeah, let's do Battlefield and Vivace up here. And then... probably want... what do I have in here? It's fine, I guess. Yeah, no, we'll stick with this hammer I got. Let's do our basics here. Just kind of setting these up to sort of match what I have them on with. No, stay still. Sort of matching what I have with my other account, my other character. Where did defense go? Am I crazy? There it is. Yeah, okay. Probably do want to put some magic here. Why do I have Meteor Strike? Cool, but alright. Let's do Spellwalk is useful, Snapcast is useful, Inspiration is useful, and let's just pick one big thing to have out. Fireball. That works. So I'm gonna fuck up bad and be using the wrong hotkeys because I've gotten very comfortable using Elemental Knight. But let's try it. Oh, I should bring someone out. Who is... Everyone's out of order. What the fuck is going on here? Snortles, assist me. It's not gonna do anything useful. Alright, so F4. There we go. That is pretty good. Good job, Snortles. It's more useful than I expected him to be, even if all he did was stun lock it. Does Pepperspark have a shop bag? She does. It's not particularly useful to me right now. I just was wondering. I might run this dungeon a few times in a row with Illumina after I've made sure Pepperspark's got all of the benefits she's gonna get from the master plan quests. Oh, nice. That lingered long enough to take care of those guys. Okay, I need to get out some dolls. There we go. Nice. Oh, that wasn't enough. Got it. What's nice is that the most recent update, all of this came with, was that the knockback has been significantly reduced from random ass enemies. So I didn't get knocked out of doing those spells. Which is, like, incredible, because, like, on stream in the past, I have just been bamboozled over and over by, like, basic sulfur spiders that I could kill in one hit if they weren't stun locking me. Alright, you know what? This sounds like a good use of this. Yeah. Get fucked. Is my connection wigging out? I think it is a little bit. Hopefully it's fine. I also love Snortles. He's just great. The really cool thing you can do with Snortles, well, it's not that cool, but it's like a unique gimmick, is that I can take single golds, feed it to him. And eventually he's supposed to get bigger if you do this. I can't tell if he's getting bigger. I might need to give him more gold in bigger quantities here. Just take some random amount. Yep. It is based on amount, not repeated times doing it. Let's just feed him. Yeah, he's looking beefier. I don't need this money. What am I gonna do with money? He's supposed to eventually get big enough that it resets and, like, he explodes with money or something. I'm not gonna worry about it right now. They gave that the sound effect of, like, whacking a speaker with a magnet. Or, I don't know if that's actually where that sound would come from, but it does sound like a modern noise. It's interesting. Why would you explode your pig? I don't know, it's just supposed to be cute. And yes, this is the cash shop Year of the Pig. I also have the mouse. Yeah, I will. I'll take out my mouse. 1 second. So you can get a look at... Where did you go? Everything's out of order. Sort by... That kind of works. Almost. He's resting on a pet bed. I can't bring him out. I'll have to go look at him later. But yeah, I have the mouse as well. I don't think they did anything other than Year of the Pig and Year of the Mouse. I would be really happy for a Year of the Snake, because that would be mine. You'd think a Year of the Dragon, Golden Dragon, would just print money. The big red dragons they gave out, not Year of the Dragon pets. I think those are just dragons. Like, just no reason dragons, I think. They're not gold the way the others are. Forgot about the spider bears. Every time, because I don't have this set like this on Illumina, every time it gets me. Fucking riddance. It's like 2018 was the last time the pig was available. Wasn't it on like I swear it was recently. Was it not on one of the polls for the pet shop re-releases? I don't remember. Alright, purple chest. What do we got? Bunch of shit I can't use, and like one smoldering thread. Oh, hey, soul stream inventory. There we go. gonna put these dolls away. I hate that in order to click on the doll bags at all, you end up closing them. It's annoying. Let me go to Elimina's farm, the Farmity Farm. Because apparently my mouse is just sitting around right now. Oh yeah, they did this one at some point. I don't think it's an official, it's not the same as the golden mouse and pig, but I think that counts as Ears the dog. But there he is. That's Glimothy. He's a good boy. And that's Dom DeLuise. No, wait, no, that's, excuse me, that's Don Bluth. Dom DeLuise is, here somewhere. Where did you go? There he is. This is Dom DeLuise. That's my boy. Go away now. That's Vicarian up here. This is Macaroni King. Is this Mischiefs or is this Hullabaloos? I don't remember which was which with all of my sheeps. This is Scaly's Comet, I think. That's Fardust, and this is Horsifer. I should name these chickens and cow just for fun. These aren't real, they're part of this furniture. Where did I put IRL boyfriend? This is Silly Steps' little clubhouse with all of her friends. There he is. Doing okay up there? Beautiful, love you. Alright, let's go. What does Pepperspark's homestead look like right now? I never go in there. What's Peppyland look like? A piece of shit? Probably. Yeah, it could be worse. It's not great. I should do something with that eventually. Alright, that's enough screwing around. Let's go back to the trumpet's room and get our trumpet blasted. Phew, thank goodness you didn't get lost. Okay, with that box you got, you should have everything you need to raise your Arcana to link level 8 now. Alright. Brace yourselves. I guess mute me for a second. Huh? Nothing. Okay. That's fine. Alright. Almost there. Good work, you're natural at this. Okay, we're gonna start the next mission. It's hard to believe, but this is the final quest. Once you complete this mission, Pepperspark, you'll finally reach link level 10 in the Harmonic Saint Arcana. Your final mission is to try out the... I just fucking did that. Yeah, okay. Why did you make us come back here just to go... Okay. 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 That's fine, because it's quick. It's not that bad. You're supposed to run it multiple times, all the time. Let's use 1 gold. That works. I'm gonna bring out someone I can ride. This is Spaghetti's. He's a good boy. Yeah, it's much faster. Alright. bear at age 10, nice. Alright, I can turn into a wisp if I gave a shit. I bought spaghettis on the auction house for, I want to say like 12 million, something like that. Why am I not coming off of the, there we go. Killed most things. I'm poisoned, by the way. It's probably going to be fine. Wait, do I have things for that? What do these do anything with that? No, probably not. What did I actually do there? I mean, I think that was just a heal. Is the glowing numbers here just extra health? Okay. I'm really annoyed that I don't have the crowd control options that my astrologer setup gives me. That's okay though. If I really cared, I could just go get the astrology skills. That's its own whole quest line though, so I don't know if I care enough. By the way, every time I get a new pet, I almost immediately end up filling their inventory with cooked food. Like, just, everyone's just holding stock of food that I do occasionally sell. I'll go put out a shop, which is a really clunky system. But depending on, like, luck and what day of the week it is, and whether or not I'm on channel 1 where most people go to buy things, like, I can get like 1 million just from selling foods if I'm lucky. Like, every so often I get a really good drop from a dungeon that I can sell for 1 million, like some skill books and some rare hats and stuff. But, oh, and, spirit liqueurs are good for selling, magic parchment's good for selling. But, I'd say, like, my reliable moneymaker is just, I like inventory management, so I'm constantly cooking the random crap ingredients I get from monster drops instead of simply just getting rid of them or selling them. I cook them, and then I just sell what I cook, and it's decent money. And I still undercut almost every other person I ever see selling money. Selling money. Selling, okay, these guys are... Almost every other person I ever see selling food marks up the prices way more than I do. So I managed to make a decent haul most of the time. is this not hurting the spider archer? It's like just fireballs to the face are doing nothing to it. Come on. Yeah, what the hell? Worked that time. Alright, more guys. There we go. More of these. Okay, so maybe what I can do is bait all of them into clustering up. Leave spaghettis alone. God damn it. Whoa, okay. Will this work? No. Did that heal hurt them? Okay. Alright. This is the heal. There we go. That's useful to have. Get on in here. That hit it? I can't tell. No, I think this thing is unaffected. Probably have spell walk on if I'm doing this. Do I have level 1 spell walk? That's so nice. Spell walk normally, if you were trying to level it, it's really slow for being able to move while you're casting spells until you hit rank 1 and then you're at normal walking speed. So I was prepared to just be like swimming through mush for a second. It's like, oh no, it's fully ranked. I don't know when I did that. Fuck this particular giant spider, though. Oh my god. They'll never hurt you again, spaghettis. I love you. The rhythm is different for Bash for her, because Illumina uses dual blades as opposed to this hammer, which is a slower hitting time, so my rhythm's off. There we go. Done with that bullshit. I need to get rid of some of my stock of crap. Let's see, what do I have? That might be useful once I no longer have this rental stuff, actually. Probably don't need this. Let's lock these. I'm holding a warhammer, so I don't need this one. Disassemble those. What can I feed? Not to you. You're temporary. Oh, you're fully leveled. Alright. You could use some stuff. God, look at all this crap. Oh, I could enchant burn a bunch of this, though. What the? Where did I get that? Whatever. A bunch of these I could just get rid of. these. There we go. Close this up. I keep trying to sell off these little enchanted tailoring kits so that someone else can do the necessary enchant burning if they just need cheap enchant burnings, and people are not buying them on the auction house. It's like, I just need to feed them to something. Alright. I should probably talk to you so your bond goes up. Just mashing through this, sorry. It's always the same stuff. Oops, spell block's still on, don't move that. Back to the Arcana room. Pepperspark, you're back. How did everything go? Didn't it feel different now that you're wielding the power of Arcana? I'll bet you felt stronger than you ever have before. Not really. With that done, it's time to raise your Arcana to link level 10. Are we getting trumpets, or is this one not going to do it? Nothing. Alright. So there's a bunch of little perks and stuff in here. God, why is the scroll window so small? I'm not going to worry about it. I think to get the full uses of those, I do need to do more of Shade storyline, but that's fine. I don't feel like it. Look at you, Pepperspark. You finally made it. Your Harmonic Saint Arcana is link level 10. I know it wasn't a particularly long haul, but you did a great job. Do you remember the reason I came to find you, Pepperspark? It was because I knew that someday your actions would shape Aaron's history. Although it hasn't been too long since we met, you were just as I expected. You really are quick to pick up new skills and knowledge. There will be lots of adventures going forward and plenty of challenges, but I believe you have the strength and tenacity to overcome anything in your way. I'll leave it at that for now. I'm proud of you. You've gotten a strong start on life in Aaron, and as luck would have it, the Master Plan News Rise event is happening right now for like the next 6 hours. If you join in, the training will take you to new heights. Oh, it looks like you've already been participating in the Master Plan event. I'm proud to see you're already ambitious about your growth. I want to remind you, though, that the Master Plan event has benefits for all characters, even those who aren't registered as the main character for the event, which I am not. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's fine. I've already done this. Alright. Since we got you proper weapons, your equipment level has gone up. Yeah, okay. We just did this. Becoming familiar with the dungeons and fighting the foes within, I would bet you'd soon find yourself noticeably stronger. Anyways, I guess it's time to say goodbye. I never like saying farewell, so instead I'll just say that I hope you continue growing to become the champion this land needs. May you shine like a star in all your journeys across Aaron. Cool. Oh, hey. There was stuff to get. Just for more leveling? Your daily shadow mission. So I could have been doing this stuff this whole time, but I don't know how much it really matters. 5 out of 17. But what is there? Might as well do that, I guess. What are today's Provocation, Sniper War. Both of those suck. It's fine. I think I hate Sniper War less. Yeah, Spaghetti's is great, but I should probably be doing this with one of Pepperspark's actual personal pets. Come here, Peppermare. Beautiful. Do I have any other passes? What is this now? What is this? So much junk. Now let's just do it on basic. So the main issue with Sniper War is that barrier spikes are infuriating. But if I'm doing this on the basic beginner level, it's fine. You know what? This is a good opportunity for fast. Let's use guns. Just shoot. Just everything fast, please. Thank you. So on elite levels, these barrier spikes are fucking... They take some genuine effort to knock down. And there is a lose scenario for this quest, because there's a guy here that you have to rescue, and if they kill him first, you're basically booted out. Thankfully, they don't specify a difficulty for this, so you can just do it quick, get the points from whatever that thing was. Is Peppermare stuck in, like, spellcasting mode for a second? Forgot that ghosts can petrify. Sure, it seems infuriating that I pick up everything every time, but I actually do wind up using quite a few of these items. Like, I am in dire need of apples. You need them to make vinegar. You need vinegar to make chochang, which you need to make sashimi. And it is really annoying to just hit trees for apples all goddamn day. The drop rate on them is not great. Saying earlier that, like, I don't think I need to do shadow missions with Illumina because I've kind of, like, leveled out of them, but remembering that some of these guys drop apples is like, ah, shit, I need more apples. That's where I was getting them. That's why I'm running out. Okay, I need to get a little water. You have to pick up everything. Who hasn't walked extremely slowly back to town in Skyrim because they have too much stuff? That's me every fucking time. I need to go back to... What the fuck? Peppermare, what happened? Oh. This away. That staff back out. I need to go back to Skyrim because the last time I played it, it was like, oh, okay, I'll just do this quest the next time I play, and I wanted to stream the Dawnguard stuff instead of just like dicking around or traveling and then restarting that whenever I had time. I basically set it up so that I could just stream next time I played it and then just never went back to it. I've been thinking about it. I want to like go back and finish that shit up. Precious apples. What's especially funny with Skyrim, the way I play it, is that I will pick up literally everything, and that includes in some specific dungeons, you get an abundance of ruined books. Like if you've done Arender's quests up in the Dawnstar Vermina cult tower, there are shitloads of bookcases that are just full of like waterlogged books. I got every single one of them. You know, just to sell them because they're worth 2 gold each. That. What are you doing? The war is over, Peppermare. Alright, next thing it wants me to do is to the Seal Merchant in Dunbarton. They give you a warp straight to the Dungeon Stone because there's someone who will give you Shine Seeker orbs daily. So I've been using that to get back to Dunbarton easy. I'm glad they're not, like, forcing you to do these things down here day by day like the last time. Anything good going on in town today? Not particularly. Alright, so the other side. This is a bullshit building, if you haven't noticed. What is the point of this? What's the point of this whole ledge here, honestly? Okay, so talking to him was all I needed to do. What's in here? That's good to know that they added these here. Because getting play pages off of the Sheep in Avalon can be really suffering sometimes. Alright, I talked to him, give me my stuff. Oh, it is gated by day. Well, this was the last day to do any of them, so fucking whatever. That's fine. So, I could do... Oh, I should check this. That might fix a problem I was having. Ooh, there's a lot here. Building... Is Renown even still in the system? Okay, there's a lot of junk here. This might be the one.
접수하실 분 오세요.
I'm just gonna claim all of these. I'm supposed to get them all eventually. Fucking loaded with quests now. That might help with something that was giving me some trouble last time I did this. So there's a few things I can do now. I have my Arcana. I could just go get a different one. I could work on getting the Grandmasters I need for that. What do I have? I could Master Warrior, potentially. Do I have... Do I have... I do. Party to Babe on any difficulty. What? Can I warp... What's the easiest way to get to Lazaro? Hold on. I don't think I'm going to focus on it, but I might as well get the other possible Grandmaster missions. Because I was working on Warrior. How many? What is this? Box from an owl. Okay. I have 2. I have 2 Great Warrior Seals. You need 10. Oh, right. The first one is always something you gotta do with them. Yeah? Let's do it. Swap out of that. Put that back on. Got it. Let's buff. It's also buff. Yes. This is a one-on-one. Okay. Let's cheese this. Oh, this is funny. This is actually cheap as hell. I should feel like a cheater for doing this. This is great. Well, there's a cooldown on that, so I can't break it forever. Didn't realize when you do Assault Slash with a hammer, you do a little flip. That's pretty jazzy. I may be overpowered for this. Cooldown's over, bitch. Is it Jennifer? that one's done. God, for a second I thought it was freezing. Okay, let's go. What does it want? That one, 20 goblins. That's not too bad. Guardian of Avon. Okay. Let's go. Dungeon guide. Theater missions. Cleared? No. No, fuck you. Do I not have the Avon feather? Oh, right. That's why I didn't beat that one. I have it on my list. No. What is this? I don't know why that thing's blinking. I can't use it. Storyline. Shakespeare. Start. I started this one on accident many, many years ago, so I don't remember what happens here. Can you hear me? Ah. So you can hear me. Hi, Morgan. The tragic bard, imprisoned by the gods in Avon, has escaped. Please help stop the song of despair echoing throughout Erin. Okay, so Morgan gave me an earring, and now I have to... Okay. Annoying. Yeah, last time I played, I had set up that Grandmaster mission, and then didn't do it, probably because I didn't want to go through this bullshit. But once you get in there, you should be able to go back and forth without too much trouble. So let's just get up here. Oh my god, please don't be frozen. Oh. I don't know why it's chugging. Maybe because I'm streaming? So, I still have the fighter missions waiting here. I don't care at the moment. Pepperspark, the world's not well right now. Fulmores are showing up and causing trouble, but that's only the start of troublesome incidents lately. Got a lot ahead of you. Did you know you're standing on the Ulod continent? Oh, this is one of the things I pulled off the receivable quest board that I needed so that continent warp is unlocked. That's only one of Erin's continents. Iria is another, where elves and giants live. To travel between the continents, you need to use actions by opening your actions window by tapping in. Okay. Very good. Try out Continent Warp when you get a chance. Iria is very distinct from Ulod, so I recommend visiting it later. Yeah, okay. Get that off my screen. Where did you find this? This earring belonged to a writer known as the Tragic Bard. Such energy is held within. I could sense it all the way from here when you touched it. And now that the earrings are reunited, their power grows even more. The power of these earrings seems to indicate a specific location. Albie Dungeon. Odd. I would wager a few guesses as to what this means, but perhaps you could use the bard's earrings to enter the dungeon yourself. Should you discover something there, would you show it to me? Alright. Is that the name of the item? One of the bard's earrings given to you by Duncan. Is that... Probably my quest stuff. Yeah, that's the longest fucking name for an item I think I've ever seen in this game. So if I'm remembering right, all of the Shakespeare dungeons are pretty short. I just need them to give me the Avon feather. Let's go. I love some of the weird Albi dungeon instances that have like weird recolors. Blue wolves and blue spiders never show up anywhere on the overworld. There's like blue and I think dark blue and then burgundy. Like they're just for weird Albis. Like Albi intermediate and stuff. I kind of wish we saw more of them in other places. I want to see more dumb colored regular animals with more scrolls to pick up. Kind of liked that system. Whenever they add new stuff to Mabinogi in terms of enemies and stuff, instead of dropping for more scrolls, which you collect 10 of to get some gold, which it's always a piddly amount of gold by modern standards, it's not really worth it. I just kind of like that system's still in. Like, instead of doing that, new enemies will drop like high-end gear making stuff. Or just big potions. It's like, nah, I kind of like... Because the original system and the original lore is that regular old creatures like wolves and foxes and spiders have been given Fomor scrolls by the Fomors, who are like, you know, demons and imps and stuff, to control them so that they become hostile. So otherwise these are normal creatures, but I gotta kill them because they're possessed. Then you trade in the scrolls for some gold as a proof that you had been killing monsters that were hurting people. Like, I think that lore is kind of nice, it's kind of neat, and that they should have continued it for more enemies, and not really. I'm sure other people would hate it if they added a bunch of Fomor scroll types for new enemies. It would suck and be annoying. Kind of like how sometimes I get really annoyed about all the fin gems that I get. Not as Pepperspark, because she hasn't done pet training. Illumina's got way too many fin gems to blossom. I'm sure I'd just be pissed off. It was like another thing to pick up. It's like, surely can't just not pick this up. I gotta pick up everything. But like, I don't know. I'd like more. You didn't know Fomor scrolls didn't continue newer content? Yeah, there's like a set amount of them, and I think they're from like maybe the first 3 generations worth of monsters or so. All of these are weak as shit. Yeah, like, a lot of enemies instead will drop like cooking ingredients or leather or arrows or something, and it's like, nah, just give me the scrolls. I would really like it if there were other things you could do with the Fomor scrolls. I would love it if they incorporated those into pet training in some way where you can collect a bunch of Fomor scrolls, roll them up into a new item, and feed it to a fin pet or something. Like, those could get new use if they wanted. Alright, so I got a weird book. A notebook filled with notes about a play. It tells you an interesting story about a mysterious kingdom. Hamlet. Battle after victorious battle, led by a valiant king, ushered Denmark into an era of peace. They never do this cutscene style anywhere but in Shakespeare stuff. I kind of like it, but it's also kind of cheap. But it was not to last. For the king's sudden death cast a dark shadow. I appreciate they're not writing this in Shakespeare, Ian. The catalyst to a tragic thread of events. The king's younger brother, Claudius, married the queen, his brother's wife, before the king was even cold in his grave. But there was one who still mourned the king, one whose tears had yet to dry. He's basically shirtless, tits out. His name was Hamlet, the Prince of Denmark. Mabinogi Shakespeare. People who like Shakespeare do not like this plot line, because it basically just does not give a fuck about any accuracy, which I find hilarious and joyful. Okay, I gotta give that back to Duncan. I love the incredible aesthetic I've got with this pure black death horse, while I am a pretty little peppermint princess. This notebook seems to have belonged to the bard as well, but there are many strange rumors around this bard. I've heard many different accounts of him. Some say he's an old man and some a child. I've even heard that he is a beautiful woman. Seems he went missing one day, and oddly enough, so did all his writings. Hamlet. This might be the play he was working on before he disappeared. Can you show it to me again? Duncan closes his eyes and speaks an unknown chant. There's magic in this notebook. Some manner of disguise spell. It's actually an Avon feather, a type of magical pass. Why would someone go through the trouble to disguise this as a notebook? I will give you the Avon feather for now, but I do feel uneasy about it. Please be careful. Alright. Between the yellow pages of the book, you've discovered a feather. That text went too fast. Alright. So, with that, can I warp into the guide now? Theater mission? Nope. It won't let me do it if I don't clear the storyline. Great. So. Use... If anyone asks, you can say it fits the candy theme by being black licorice. Yeah, I'll do that. Peppermare is black licorice. It's canon now. This place is interesting. I don't know why it's split down the middle aesthetically, and one side's dead and the other side's alive. I'm sure there's a reason. It's pretty. The smell of wet ink drying on the script he holds with delicate fingers dissipates into the air of Avon. Long have I awaited in this place, the song of the wind and the churning of the river Avon, my only companions. This is a cursed land, a land where the gods cast men into exile. What is this depicting? Is this like a harpy getting strung up? Is this a fallen angel? Is this Lucifer? Because I don't think Shakespeare wrote that one. And also, why would that be in Mabinogi? It's the fool. Oh, is it a tarot card? Okay. That's not normally hanged, is it? Whatever. I know not who first created it or for what purpose, but even the gods themselves have known suffering here in Avon. For all their might, none banished here have ever escaped their exile until recently. What are you doing here? Shakespeare, the tragic bard, has long been held captive in Avon, but it appears he has at last made his good escape. Where he was last seen, a strange script for a play entitled Hamlet was left behind. The script seems incomplete, but it clearly played some role in his escape from Avon. Perhaps you would care to examine it. I am of a mind to send you into the Globe Theatre, the building behind me. Within its walls, the world painted within the pages of Shakespeare's play shall be made manifest. 'Tis a world of life and death, of light and shadow, much like the world in which we live. You yourself must assume the starring role, standing on the stage as protagonist. They're shadow missions with, like, fake plot. Stepping into the spotlight, you will play a role, experiencing another life. Venture forth boldly and experience for yourself that which I speak of. This page of Hamlet, the beginning of Act 1, Scene 1, will grant you entrance to the Globe Theatre, setting the stage. In this scene, you shall assume the role of a guard keeping watch at Elsinore Castle. Ah, but your present clothing is not in keeping with the scene. Here, I have the perfect helmet for you to wear. What? Take this book with you as well. It's the only clue Shakespeare left behind in the wake of his disappearance. I'm sure you'll make better use of it than I. That is the end of my story. I don't feel like it. Shop. Now, which one do I need, actually? Skill, Grandmaster, Guardian of Avon. Any difficulty. Got it. All I need is to be able to access this. The Grim Reaper, Guardian of Avon, is searching for Shakespeare. Stop the Grim Reaper. I never remember which of theater missions is which. Okay, this is the one with these guys. Since I have it on the easiest difficulty, this is just me going through the motions. So it's kind of cute that everything's on a stage and it's like you're doing real combat but with props and a fake plot. But they don't... Like, maybe it's because I never finished these, but it feels like they didn't go far enough on the play aspect of it. Like, I'm sure it's supposed to be haunting and spooky that there's no audience, but, like, what if they had an audience? What if there were, like, weird ghouls watching and cheering you on, or heckling you? What if it was just Paper Mario battles, I guess is what I'm saying. I think the moon is just hanging off of some ropes. Like, there doesn't seem to be any, like, genuine creativity to this, either. Like, it's supposed to be, like, the words of the play have power in them, so that creates the scenario, but you never come across a point where, like, you actually meet another sentient actor that's not just an apparition of the words. Again, I never went through all of this to completion with my other characters, so I could just be making assumptions, but it really just feels like they could have doubled down on this aesthetic conceit a little more. Like, it's an interesting bit. Also, everything takes a million years to spawn in. Just let me fight the enemies, holy shit. You know, I don't think I've ever done this with the sound on. It kind of helps with the atmosphere. Just was curious if Peppermare was holding anything. These rats are cute as fuck. They only exist in theater missions. They don't drop a Femore scroll, or I don't think they drop a Fin Gem. I can't check with Pepperspark. But you can't, like, you might get them in your transformation journal, I think. But, like, you can't do anything with them. You don't see them anywhere else. And these rats are super cute. I want one of these as like a full-on pet I could get. That would be really nice. I want to just have one of those. And I can pick it up and shake it around and fluff its fur. Feed it cheese. I wouldn't mind being able to get a troll as a pet either. That would be kind of neat. Because you can get imps as pets. Oh. Let me show you the imp pet they recently gave out as part of one of the Master Plan event quests. Okay, sure. Guess I'll show him in a second. So this is what a Grim Reaper looks like. This stuff was added way before they added astrologers who use scythes, who are not really related to death in any way. The design of the thing isn't particularly unique, but like, the way they made it move, not that you got to see it much because I killed him instantly, but the animations on this Grim Reaper are actually really interesting. Like, he floats and he kind of swings the scythe around in ways that are unusual. Like, he's swimming through the air, but also doing, like, acrobatics, sort of. Anyways, let me show you him. They recently gave this out as one of the sub-rewards for a Master Plan armor-related mission. The whistle was labeled Recall Scooter Imp. So I thought he was going to be on a scooter, because I have one of those. I have the Rockstar Scooter Imp, who, if I can find him in here... Where's Hoglord? Hoglord, appear to me. There he is. Okay, I can't... Sure. No. But yeah, this is a Scooter Imp. It's a guy, he drives you around, sometimes he'll talk about it. I think last time I showed him he had default colors, and I've since used some pet dyes on him. It wasn't a specific pet dye, it was one of those ones where it kind of randomizes, and I just let it randomize to this, and I was like, yeah, that's fine enough. Anyways, like, I think everyone thought that other one was going to be like this, where he drives a scooter, because he had scooter in the name of the whistle you used to summon him. But... I need to wait another 19 seconds. Oh, the Shakespeare Saga? No, I just needed to get in here so that I could finish a Grandmaster mission. 9 seconds. Let's leave this. Yeah, everyone thought this guy was going to be on a scooter, and he is just not. There are non-scooter imps, but they don't look this way. They use like the older style for imp faces where they're more gremlin-y and less cutesy. So I guess the idea is that this one is dressed like and has the facial appearance of the scooter imps, but he is just a recall imp, so he can warp you to places. They didn't finish the animations on this guy. Like, okay. First of all, he says creepy shit, which is normal for imps. They're usually a little bit cursed. They say and do things that are a little creepy. Imp's got short legs. Imp's so slow. Okay. So, if you make him... Let's see. Okay, so that has an animation. Got it. He has shields? Okay, I didn't realize he had that. Very cool. Stop it. He has first aid. This is his rest animation. He just stands there. He also doesn't blink. They did not give this fucker a blinking animation, to my knowledge. So he always looks a little weird. Because he never sits down and he never blinks. Cursed ass little bastard. Get away from me. Anyways, I have finished the thing I need to do for the Grandmaster quest, so I am leaving here and potentially not coming back for a while. He got his bike stolen? Perhaps. Let's bring Peppermare back out. Oh, wait a minute. There's another Grandmaster quest that I should probably do. And the easiest place to do it, I think we decided, was CR Dungeon. It was the 20 Goblins. Tear Shanile, the place where the journey started. Tear Shanile is like perfect. The whole game could be just Tear Shanile and I'd still probably be perfectly happy. It's just a really nice area. Let's take one of these. Drop it. So I need 20 goblins for the other Grandmaster mission. I'd say a run of CR normal usually guarantees you like at least one room of goblin spawns. Usually more like 2 or 3. So this shouldn't take too long. Goblins, please. No. Goblins, please. Rats. Oh, there's some goblins out there. Okay. It's really satisfying to use a nice AoE on a cluster of enemies like that. So that was... how many goblins was that? Like 4? 6. Okay. I could use more mana herbs. And base herbs are useful for several things. Is my herbalism at max, actually? I think that was something I was working towards. Rank 4. Mana herbs will help. Okay. Need to gather poison herbs. Might go to my other homestead for that. The other place for more goblins would be Bari and Bangor. Yeah. I probably need to go there at some point soon. Also, Karo Forest Dungeon in Iria does get you a ton of goblins. It's just a pain in the ass to travel there. Since the last time I streamed this, we passed through the holidays, which was part of why I wasn't streaming this. There's too much other shit going on. And with this being the last day of the master plan, there's a bunch of things that I want to do right now that will just not be a factor after tonight. There's a fishing event that's basically an AFK thing. And I've got a bunch of food I've been cooking, but I'm not, like, actively pursuing any of the Generations quests that I have unfinished or anything like that. So there's a chance that, like, after this I won't stream Mabinogi for a little while. Like, maybe I'll wait till the summer master plan for this year. Or not. Frequently it depends on whether or not there's an event in that will get me a pet. And there is currently not. Like, sometimes I will just not play Mabinogi for like 2 or 3 years at a time, and then there'll be an event with a pet that's like, you know what, I'll jump back in for that pet, and then I bamboozle myself into being here for like half a year, and it takes up all my spare time. But I do have other projects to juggle. Might have to go back to Skyrim soon. I've actually been thinking about, because for some reason, just at the back of my mind, there's like 20 different abandoned projects. I have a Subnautica file that was never streamed. It was from a while ago. But I was going to finish off my base, which is huge, and then like make a video tour of it, and then finish the game immediately after, like put together the thing you need for the final the final part where you basically get off the planet. How many was that? How many goblins? It was only those 6? Jesus. Let's do one more. What can I drop that's useful? Guess I don't need all of these cobwebs. We'll just run this a few times. But yeah, I was going to do like a video tour of my enormous base, which is basically a zoo. Like, I had collected a bunch of creatures, and then finish the game. But the base wasn't finished because it's so big I get lost in it. So I had been making signs to put up in places so that I could navigate my own goddamn base. So I was constantly mining for copper wire to finish those signs. And I keep thinking, I should go back to that. I should just finish that off so I never have to think about it again. Subnautica's a fun game. It wouldn't be a bad idea to stream it, but like I just kind of want to finish that save file and then move on to something else. I also have a bunch of Pokemon stuff to do. Not streamed, but like I do art for my characters and stuff, so I do need to get back to those. I'm always worried that at any moment they could announce that the Pokemon Bank is down, and then anything I wanted to transfer up from 5th gen to 6th will be just shit out of luck. I've been kind of towing that line of anxiety for like 3 years now. I need to just get my affairs in order. Hair doesn't work in this chat. It worked in the shared chat when we were all streaming Dokapon together because it was a shared chat. I don't know that I care enough to figure out how he made hair work. Like, it's a fun system, but I also don't use Twitch enough to bother doing silly little things like that. We'll just say that we have a hair level of infinity, because no one can prove me wrong. I also need to get back to my goddamn webcomic, because I have been between chapters for 1.5 years. I have a bunch of stuff planned. I don't have the layouts for the pages complete, though. For various reasons. Crowd shots are hard. But, like, I know what I want to happen. I just gotta, like plan out the panels and stuff. I have so many projects. Mabinogi might have to sit by the wayside. Like, I might just log in just to change over fin gems and to put stuff on the auction house and then leave it be for a while after this. But I was annoyed that Pepperspark kept getting into, like, quests for getting things and then not finishing them and not getting, like, arcanas and stuff. Hopefully, also nice that I'm getting more goblins this time. Hopefully next summer we also get some kind of arcana boost. Like, that they can just keep doing that for a while. That would be very nice. Just make it so we can master more things easy. Or just they need to add more arcana. Like I had been saying earlier, one that involves puppets would really help because puppetry is a completely garbage skill set otherwise. It would be very nice to be able to combine puppetry with, I don't know, magic makes sense. Magic puppet. Maybe bring in Gillock and What's-Her-Face from the Halloween stories to help with that. Be like, oh yeah, we know how to do dark magic puppet shit. That's our entire wheelhouse. Here, we'll join the Arcana Association and fill it with our cursed puppet crap. Puppet ninjas. Ooh, that's good. Puppet ninjas, and it's like the guy in the black clothes with like the stagehand clothes. Oh dear, not the Halloween event. What was wrong with it? Aside from the fact that they made the grown-up fuckable man puppet have way too slutty an outfit? Like, what was wrong with it? I mean, the other events were kind of depressing. The one where it was basically help this ghost with Alzheimer's find out that his son is grown up is like, that was uncomfortable. Still reeling from the creepy girl one. Oh yeah, I think you're thinking the puppet one still. Yeah, the girl's not the part that's the big issue. I'm just going to forever fixate on the fact that they introduced a wizard who's got like tired eyes and like a little bit of exposed chest, and then if you go through the entire story, you find out he's like a little baby doll. It's like, ugh, no. You shouldn't have been dressed like that. You shouldn't have been giving me those eyes when you're actually that. Ugh. The trickster one? Wait, do you mean the pirate one? I'm okay, so you guys might be referring to one that didn't come back in the last year's stuff. Because they brought back the pirate ghost and the puppet man and the Grim Reaper helping the little boy ghost one. Yeah, I don't know about a Haunted Mansion one. Yeah, they should just bring back a bunch of them and have them around for longer. Because, like, I think I missed most of these. Trickster is the bear doll creature, which is the cause of the Haunted Mansion. Yeah, they didn't bring that one back for the last Halloween stuff. All we got was 3 of the possible stories. Yeah, Ninja Puppet sounds like an actually really fun idea. Or, I jokingly said Puppet Gun earlier, and it's like, you know what? I would go with Puppet Gun. I don't know or care what a puppet with a gun skill set would look like, but just do it. 2012, 2014. Yeah, I probably wasn't playing. I don't remember what years I was playing this game. It's like I keep coming back to it and then wandering away. I would also really like to see more Arcana that involve life skills, like we got the one with herbalism this time. I want to see pet trainer and cooking. I don't care what it involves, so long as they don't expect us to lose, like, cash shop pets in order to make something like that work. Like don't make it required for the gameplay loop. Because you can fuse cash shop pets into each other to get pet inventory additions, which is useful if you've been playing the gacha boxes a lot and you've just got too many whistles for pets that are duplicates. Like, that makes sense, but like so long as they don't make anything consume important pets as part of something you have to do. I would love to see them like maybe make it so that like you make fin gem pets that you then feed. Like, I don't know, just feed them to each other. Oh, yeah, okay, so if you have Pet Trainer, which is how you get fin syncing, if you merge a pet with an inventory into another pet with an inventory, you get the option to just, the pet that gets the other pet, the base pet that gets the other one merged into it will just get an extra inventory window. I don't have any examples of it, because I don't want to do that with any of my pets. I don't play gachas enough to have duplicates. I don't want to use up any of the ones I have. But yeah, you can do that. I'm sure it's useful. How many goblins have I killed? Yep, that was enough. So the theater mission Grandmaster quest that I have was from the last time I played. So if we go in, he should allow me to do another one for today instead of whatever past day that was. Complete. How many do I have now? That should be like 5. That's 5 of those. Third mission, warrior. What's it giving me? Party of Avon again. I don't feel like repeating that right now. If I'm gonna repeat something, it's gonna be something a little more dynamic than that. Is there anything else I want to do with Pepperspark? I might switch to Illumina for a sec. So she was in the middle of the fighter skills. Don't really care right now. I could pursue the actual Generations quest, probably starting with 1. I'm not going to go through the Shakespeare stuff all entirely. Yeah, I think I'm just going to switch over. Let me see if there's anything here. Why do I have a broken egg? Get out of there. Alright, I should just load some things onto Peppermare so that later I can just pick them up and sort them into my normal stash. So, don't need almost any of this shit. This special bread? Bread from now, it is. Okay, whatever. Why do I have so many potato? Why were those not stacked? Oh, I was gonna go do some herbalism. That's what I was gonna do. Now I remember. Getting all these ingredients and for more scrolls. Can leave some of this. Figures, okay. Herbalism. Some mandrakes. Yeah, I got a jillion skill training buffs here. Too bad I don't need these, actually. I think I've got like 1,000 of them sitting around. Poison herbs and golden herbs are the only other ones that are gonna help. Nice. That just boosted me to level 1 already. I should already have, yeah, I've already got the title and everything. Good to get that out of the way. God, I only have rank 3 cooking. Cooking is a pain to level. I milked my cow today. Do I have bottles? We don't really have bottles. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about it. Logging off. Switching back over to Illumina. Which means, over in OBS, I am removing the Pepperspark and putting up the Illumina. Speaking of, for anyone who didn't see it when we were playing Dokapon. What, is this thing frozen? Ah, fuck. Well, OBS is still running. Whatever. This little character down here now, that's Vicelin Bad Lady. She's my Dokapon character. I wound up changing the color of her to green for the game we were playing so that someone else could be the pink. And then basically the green version became its own character that I have to kind of design. Are we we're frozen? Are we frozen for fucking real here? Okay. Screen's gonna just be my stream background for a second. Just gotta relaunch it. Remember not to share your password or anything. Oh, I'm pretty sure it won't show a password. It just kind of auto logs me in. Does it not do that for you? I haven't had to type a password for like months. It should. You just weren't. Don't worry yourself in ways that are going to just cause more trouble, dude. Like, it's fine. We know it won't show my password, so saying it just makes me think, oh, fuck, is there something you've discovered that I don't know about that'll show a password? Wait, fuck. That was selected to Pepperspark. Shit. It didn't look like it was because she was hidden in the... Quest received Dark Dreams of a Winter Wind? No, thank you. Yeah, it didn't look like she's hiding, so there we go. I was doing the ice fishing event last time. I was in here. Look at all this beautiful inventory space I'm gonna lose when rollover happens. Also this one over here. Which I guess I should start moving stuff now. It doesn't matter. You can still retrieve things from your frozen inventories after the event. I'll just, because I kind of designated this to hold a bunch of equipment I'm not using. It's fine. Oh, I should probably turn on sound for her. Alright, we got sound again. Not a lot of it. I don't care about these expiring things. So because it's the last day of the master plan event, I wanted to do more things while I had like all of the buffs stacked for like extra experience and such. Which means specifically, I'm gonna go, let's not do Albie. It's kind of boring, done it a million times. Let's do hard mode Rundle. Pick some random useless thingy, like a bandage. Drop that. Oh, wait a minute. I should go back to my homestead first real quick. Oh, hey. Didn't realize the golden mushroom. Pepperspark could have harvested these for experience. Whatever, doesn't matter. Or pulled these guys off so that I have the full range of my guys. So the main thing I was doing outside of, like, I don't have any particular skills I'm training right now. I don't have generation quests that I'm actively pursuing. I'm not trying to do a bunch more of the Arcanas right now. I was training my pets. So there's still some in a quest, but most of them are now available to me. So drop this. And then, who should I bring? Oh, Smart's only level 1, that's right. I rebirthed him. So he'll get lots of levels from this. Alice Mort is an owl. If you... Oh, he's stuck in my halo. If you press the ride button with a small bird out, it'll perch on you. It rides you. Oh, wait a minute. I should probably... Let's see. We'll activate a green prism, and then what do I have for combat experience potions? These are about to expire. Oh, these are bigger. Yeah, let's use that. So Limina uses currently Astrologer and Elemental Knight, and it is... My setup is good as hell. Let me get my dolls out. Summon. God damn it. There we go. Got 3 of them out. So from just this room, Alice Mort is now at level 53. And one of the buffs that I have active is for... Oh, I should Memorial Link. He'll be getting more that way. One of the buffs I have active is for extra pet points, which you use for leveling your pet perk skills. Well, no, the rebirth points are for rebirthing, and then like leveling is... I think I've got both of those set to give me extra. Basically, I've just got everything geared so that I can just run these new hard mode dungeons that are relatively quick and just get a bunch of experience for pets. There we go. What's he at now? Level 90. So basically, I'll do my best to rocket things up to 200. And then hopefully get enough rebirth points so that they can just rebirth. And a bunch of delicious Fomor scrolls that I can just trade in for like 1,000 gold. They're worthless. I still like them. Alice Mort holding? He's got a big inventory. Almost all ghost swords. Gotcha. Look at these gnolls. They're pugs. I don't think I've ever played this dungeon with the sound on. This song's kind of nice. Do I have any speed walk potions? I got a few. There we go. A little faster. I've been trying to focus on leveling some of my older pets, and most of them are not rideable. So then it's kind of suffering to get anywhere. I do have work in the morning. Probably gonna do this for less than an hour more. So I have my astrologer's skills set to pull things in, and then I can zoop through them, and then one of the elemental night skills, that's that flashing steel, just zoops through everything at high speed. It's an AoE, even though it's very targeted. It works super good. You just pull everything in, then swoosh through them a bunch, and then pull them in again, and then swoosh through them a bunch. Like, this build is really working for me. So a Cyclops in this game kind of has like a warped face, so like the eye's in the correct place for a single eye and the other side is smushed or something. Kind of an interesting way to do it. Anyways, this guy is the only guy I'm fighting, so instead of doing anything with astrologer stuff, I'm just gonna go straight into bashing and flashing steel. And the, what's that called? Blazing Assault Slash, which just kind of lets you somersault an explosion. Yeah, the Elemental Knight version of Slash is incredibly neat as well. I frequently forget I have it, but it is good as hell. And then the windmill will freeze things, so you can hit them more. There we go. I'm sure the other Arcana have some really good things you can use to mix and match them with other things. Probably just to mix and match them with Astrologer, because Astrologer just seems really useful. But, like, this one works so well for me that I have not switched. Like, I've got, like, 4 Arcanas now, and it's like, I am not switching to those other fucking things. I don't care. This one works really well for me. Especially because my main spirit weapon is a sword. It's the same image as the rental staffs. I think staff is the default assumption for this graphic. Which is why it made me feel bad that they give you the rental spirit that you can't name and won't get to keep. It's like, oh no, it's my girl, but she's different and doesn't remember me. My amnesiac girl. What do I got here that I want to drop? I don't need these pages of Arrow Revolver. What are you at, Ellis Mort? 120. Doing good. I'll do one more of these with Ellis Mort and then probably switch to a different pet. The annoying thing is, I usually have pets set to not attack. What do I have you set to? Set guidelines, command mode. Let's go to collaborative attack. So often, pets are weak enough that they just die on a couple hits from anything reasonably challenging. That I've just got most of them set to just never attack anything, just never aggro anything, so that they're less likely to die. But then I grind these things up and try to like get them strong enough, and then just never use them for their intended purpose. Also, you can apparently do pet battles with other people. I've never done it. But, like, that is a whole world of things you could do that I don't do. Because I don't socialize in this game. What are your stats at? That's decent. Let's compare. So, Illumina's stats are all up in the mid 1000s. So, like, 3 to 400 doesn't sound that good, but That's pretty good for pets, because I think when you start off, a pet is usually like in the 10s and 20s if you don't do any of the gimmicks that you need to do to get a pet boosted. Like, I'm constantly trying to level my pets just because I don't want them to die constantly. The combat rate went back to normal. Where was those potions? Got 2 more of the ones that time out. Might as well just use them. There we go. That's a beautiful cluster of victims. Got them all. AoE is so satisfying in this game now. Probably because individually fighting things has always been kind of a slog. Like, that doesn't get much faster hits than what I've got going on here. I want to say the fastest single normal hit comes from the shuriken, and that's usually, that set of skills is kind of like fallen behind a little bit. Like, they're still good for support and crowd control, but like, they're not like considered high tier anymore. I like that weird crunching noise that the, what's it called? Shattering Windmill makes when the things are frozen. Like I keep saying, I usually have sound off when I play so I can like listen to a podcast or something while I'm playing. So it's like, I never hear that and it's like, ugh. Why is something congealing? It makes sense, it's just not what I'm used to hearing. That noise. Very close to being able to rebirth already. This fucker. That's an Argus, I believe. It's like a reverse Cyclops. Cyclopses have the one eye. Arguses are basically what peacocks come from in Greek myth. Like Argus was a guard creature for Hera that had a jillion eyes, and I think, did Zeus kill him at some point? I don't remember the exact story, but he had a million eyes, and when he died, she put all of them onto the peacock to remember him by. So like it's just, if you see a giant with a jillion eyes instead of just the one eye, that's an Argus. I don't think there's any lore in Mabinogi for them, they just kind of are a thing in dungeons. But I appreciate the details of their being them. Their existence alongside other giant creatures from Greece. It's a small Argus. I see. It's like undercooked. boss key. I'm almost out of this run. Beautiful cluster of victims, haha. Yeah, it was. I love it when you get a bunch of just guys around a chest that are just perfect for an AoE. I realize my balloon is showing. Balloons are like extra lives, but you can turn off the visual because they're kind of dumb looking. I don't know when that keeps turning itself back on. Why you gotta show me his tits every time? Why is that where the camera's set? Color change. What did we do to him? Oh, is that Ellismort's fin power? I forget what his thing is. How much damage do you do, Ellismort? Not enough. Some. Oh no, he's bleeding. That's where some of that. You're doing like 1 damage, but at least you're stun locking him. Good job, little man. What is your... Guess I don't find it from there. Skills. His fin element is wind, so when the Cyclops turned like that pale green, it's because it was affected by his attacks. I don't think it did any like debuffs though. Alright, so you can rebirth, because we got enough points. Get him a perk he didn't have. I think I'll leave the one that he had on. It'll remember a few hundred stats. He got smaller, you can't tell though, because there's no proper comparison there. I didn't realize it'll show you this, like your current life strength versus your past life strength for each stat. So you know exactly how much is just compounded from rebirthing. If I were to do one more, let's drop a potion. I'm going to do the first set of battles here with Ellismort and then switch to a different pet. So that leveled him up a little bit. Level 44 just from that little cluster. You away for now. Who next? Hey, I recently rebirthed these guys and didn't do anything with them. This is Botanesi. Botanical Essie. She's a clover new, which means I can harvest from her. Just pick herbs. Or get smooched on the face. She's so tiny since she just rebirthed like yesterday. Why? She's not moving. Why is the game doing this to me? Just show us that you can harvest. See that? The doll's already picked up base herb. But yeah, they're very useful if you're just starting out and don't have access to easy herb piles to harvest. I also have the clover pig. What I'd really like, though, is that there is an older pet that does the same thing that's called an herb pig, and it's like just a regular domestic pink pig with like a flower on its head. But it was in the cash shop years ago and hasn't been in a long time. Like, it was a retired pet. It's like, can I have one of those in addition to the two I already have? Because I have the clover pig, and that is like a fluffy wild boar. Very cute, but it's not like a domestic pink, like a Wilbur Charlotte's Web pig. I want that one. I want all of them. I want every pet. I want a whole zoo. Which is slightly easier to do now because a bunch of older pets were moved from the cash shop into an in-game shop that you buy them with pawn, which pawn are basically just an extra layer of cash shop currency, but sometimes they'll give them out in events or as a result of something. You know, like if there's a game-breaking glitch and they want to apologize, sometimes they'll toss everyone a little pawn. So I've got a little saved up that I could then use to buy pets if I want. I'm really happy for that. I might need to go back and get some more pets at some point. I also pick them up off the auction house pretty frequently. It's like the main thing my money ever goes towards. So I don't really play this game at a competitive level, and I'm not trying to do full completionism. Well, eventually I want to do all of the Generations quests, but it's not, like, urgent. So really the only thing I ever do is, like, cook food and sell it, and then buy pets, and then the pets give me more storage for the food, and then I cook more food. It's cozy, but it's also, if there's no events in that are going to get me anything good, it's just kind of silly for me to stick in that loop. That's why this is like a nice, like, final, like, after this I'm going to try and not stress out over Mabinogi. Not going to be in here all goddamn day. But I'm gonna get these last few runs for experience buffs. It's nice. What level? 82. That's pretty good. I think the two pigs also have one herb they drop that the other doesn't. I think so, and I don't remember which. Neither of the ones I have drop poison herbs. One drops antidotes and the other drops mandrakes. I want to say Botanesi drops mandrakes. I think. But they both have like a very low chance of dropping a 4-leaf clover, which doesn't happen often. Straight up, if I had the money, there's a pet box in right now, by the way, with new bunnies in it. But like, if I had the money and the justification to drop, considering that this game's been a pretty solid entertainment over the last however many years, I do occasionally give them a little money. I would just buy one of every pet if I could. which is stupid and insane because there's quite a few. But like bare minimum, like I'd like to have all of the basic ones. You know, like the basic horses and dogs. But I also want to decently train the ones I have, which is what I'm doing now. Let's re-up the soul link. That there is a better skill set for close combat type things. Like if you're doing one-on-one, like bash plus elemental knight stuff is like the best I can think of. All of the other really good, well, that new gunning one might be, but like almost every other like good high-end skill set right now has like a bunch of AoE in it. But like if you've got just one thing on the screen, it's like I just kind of want to concentrate that power. Nothing seems to work as well as just hit with sword, and I kind of appreciate that hitting with sword is gonna always be relevant. What's your level now? 118? That's good enough. I don't need to get everything to rebirthing levels right away. I just want to get some levels in on stuff. You know what, let's switch to another one. I'm kind of bored of looking at this area. There's only 3 hard mode dungeons. I really wish that they would give hard modes to some of the others. Doesn't have to be all of them, but like, I don't know, for like Math or Rabby maybe? Well, Rabby has Phantasm, which I cannot finish Phantasm. I am not strong enough yet. Let's go to CR. Alright. Let's drop another one of these pages of things I don't need. Oh, did I get that out of... Huh. Oh. A warm-looking black coat perhaps now would appreciate it as a gift. I got this out of a chest at some point here, didn't I? I can't show it off. Because I can't just go give gifts to Now at any point. Like, when you rebirth, you don't talk to her the same way you would if you got like a birthday and could go up and talk to her. But this is one of the ones where you can give it to her and she changes her clothes. Which is weird that that's a thing in the game. But it is. Anyways. Oh, let me get a potion going. Got one more of these 2 times. And then get out a pet. My clover pig was also recently rebirthed. So that's Charlie flower. Like a cauliflower, but she's Charlotte, I guess. She's so tiny right now because she was born yesterday. Oh, this music rules. these are available in the cash shop as a thing you can buy. Or maybe they've been moved to the pawn shop. But Lagodessas are basically just edgy spiders. My one spider is extremely non-edgy. I should get one of those. I have one of these. I think I showed them off at some point in the past. I've got a Rat Man. They were on sale for Halloween. They're not normally in the cash shop. And I was like, oh, that's ridiculous. I need one of those. Soul Link. Sorry if this is repetitive. I wanted to get a bunch of pets leveled, and I don't think I'm really going to be able to do it. Because not only is it kind of late at night and I do have work in the morning, like, I'm getting both sleepy and hungry, so this might be my last run. So this wasn't like a super eventful stream. There was just like one thing I definitely wanted to have recorded, and I did it. That was the stuff with Pepperspark. This is just like, well, I was gonna be on. Let's just do it. Oh yeah, okay, so Rundall doesn't have these, and Albie usually doesn't have these, but CR for some reason has these treasure chests, even though I'm not sure. Okay, so these treasure rooms are supposed to be like, oh, you fight other enemies in the dungeon and they drop keys and you have to backtrack to these. Every time I've done CR hard mode advanced, nothing's dropped a key. Let's see if it'll change. Let's see if something here drops a key for those. Yep, there we go. Treasure chest keys. It could just be that I was having bad luck with spawns. There's another. Very good. Okay. So I don't get a third wave. Just gold. I should have a second one. Oh. I'm not completely sure what the best thing you can get out of these treasure rooms possibly is. Like, half the time they give you like 1,000 gold, and half the time they give you an entire room of enemy spawns. But like, theoretically you can get like good enchant scrolls out of those, and I don't think I've ever gotten anything that I thought was worth remembering. Although, sometimes in general with dungeons, you'll be like, oh, this is a bunch of garbage. I don't need any of this shit I just picked up. And it'll be like equipment that's really weak, or enchant scrolls that are very weirdly specific and you can't see yourself ever using them. And then sometimes that shit will go onto the auction house for a ton of money. There was a while I was doing a Rundall Siren dungeon, because I was trying to get siren masks for a reason. I still never got the one I was looking for, but whatever. There's like a 9 million gold hat that drops from that dungeon sometimes. I got it twice. Just out of the blue. Like every so often, you will get just something that's doesn't look worth it, but it's got it like a small drop rate, so it's got an insane value. So maybe those little treasure chest rooms have a $9 million hat in them, and I've just never been there. I'm poisoned. I'm ignoring it. When did fucking Charlie die? How did she... okay, she must have been poisoned. When I was poisoned. By some spider or some shit. Revive, please. Come on. I clicked her. There we go. $128, not bad. Alright, gonna put her away. Something sold on the auction house while I was in there. Oh, it's these bugles that were up for like 50 gold. God, my inventory's packed again. So in the current loop of how they want you to play this game, there's... do I have another throwing star? No. There's just shitloads of ostensibly like end game gear that just drops from things. But they're not always super useful. There'll be like one thing about them that's like different and wrong, and then there's a system for inheriting effects from one of these onto another, but I don't ever want to replace my core weapons, which are like sentimental. But anyways, you're supposed to run these dungeons constantly and then get a whole bunch of crap that you don't need, and then you crush them into shards and then sell the shards. Well, the shards themselves are currency, excuse me. There's like no reason half the time. Let's assemble those. I'm gonna go back to where the shard shop is. It's over the dungeon stone. Remind myself if there's anything there I want, ever. Let's see. Shop. That sound effect's gonna keep going. Alright, so... expirable potions. Rusty hammers. That's worth it. A rusty hammer proficiency would bring the proficiency on a weapon up to 100, which, if you're trying to upgrade something, you will be constantly losing proficiency points and needing to gain them back. That's worth it. For 230. Jesus, how much... I don't run these hard mode dungeons often enough to really have any good shards build up. 230 for that, and I have enough for like 2.5. Upgrade stones, useful for largely the same reasons. Some weirdly specific enchant scrolls that I am not going to read. You can get the highest tier version of some of these weapons that are available, but oh, is it just the Celtics, not the Perseus? Alright, you can't even get the best ones out of here. You're kind of like expending things so that you don't have to do the RNG, but it won't even give you the good stuff. Okay. I hope they add more to the shop, because that's not enough for me. Those don't fit my specific needs correctly. Fill it with... I don't know what to fill it with that I would want. Materials. Like, can I spend, like, one of those equipment shards for a stack of 100 sheep's wool or something? Or 100, like, mana herbs? That could work. That would work for me. I don't know. Got some crystals I can feed to my spirits. That's something they could put in there that I would use. If they put in spirit feeding gems that I can get for those equipment gems, like, that would be something. So my inventory's bloated with crap, as usual. Not as bad as it could be, though. I did some organization. Never gotten a good look at the orb I have now. I got that in the Master Plan events. It's supposed to be like an endgame orb. It's very silly looking, though. Like, just in general, the idea that astrologer skills want you to hold a big scythe, but it's got an orb around it. It's like, it's kind of a unique aesthetic. I kind of like it. But anyways, I don't think I have anything else I'm doing. So I have 90 million in the bank. Let's do a quick check of the auction house for adoption medals. Since that new pet box just came out this last week, there's a bunch of, like, just the common drops. Just people want to get rid of them, but most of these are ones I have already. I technically don't have a winter alto, but it is not worth it to pick one up. They're very common. Bengal tiger. 15 million for Bengal tiger. That's interesting. Last time I was in here, there were some more fairy dragons. I should have gone for that. Lime sprite. I think you can get that in the pawn shop now. Bunny scooter imp. That one's new. Nothing here is worth it at a price point I'm willing to spend right now. Never mind. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I'd want to do tonight. I think then I will leave it at that. What's this jerk god, actually? They forced me to talk to him earlier, and I noticed these were in here. I'm getting near tight from him. Focused rainbow beam sword? The fuck? Okay. Devil Slayer. Oh, that's a scythe. My scythe is a bit... Well, no, that one's got better attack, actually. My scythe is a Celtic, though. Those are supposed to be pretty good. Well, my critical imbalance is better. Yeah, ultimately not worth it because mine's got so many upgrades to it, but that's a pretty good scythe. Is that all that's in here? Such events and weapons. Okay, I know that this one changes by day of the week, so sometimes there's other stuff in there. And the old dungeon voucher shop is clustered over here now. I don't think there's anything. Skill seals, those might be useful to spend on eventually. Trade unlocked potions. Oh, damn, that actually would have been nice to have once in a while. I don't need it right now, though. Sorry, just sort of checking. Nothing important, really. Just kind of thinking to myself, is there anything else I could possibly want to do? I think I need to pick up my very final VIP items. I have a bunch of dungeon passes and shadow crystals and other shit that'll expire, but I feel like it's okay to not care. Yeah. Yeah, let's go sit on my homestead and conclude. Because I'm hungry and sleepy. Anyways, I do feel like I've satisfied myself to a point with what I've streamed for Pepperspark that I can just leave it be. It would be nice to do a bunch of Generations quests and like just really explore the full true content, like capital C content of Mabinogi, but that is not happening tonight. And that shit's slow going anyways. A bunch of guys to rest here. That one's still in progress, okay. But most of what I've been doing in the game lately, even though I have like dropped projects I was working on within the game as well as outside of the game, like painting my fence. That's how far I got. I think I got a screen cap somewhere of the exact combination of red and blue herbs I used to get that shade of purple. But I just kind of stopped painting my fence. Yeah, I've got things to do in-game that have been sort of just outstanding quests and tasks. It's like, yeah, I could do this, but they're also not on a time limit. And if there's not going to be an event with a pet reward at the end, I don't really have a time limit on anything I give a shit about. So I think finally, after having trapped myself in MMO grind for about 6 months, I'm pretty satisfied. That's cool. I can stream other things. We should go back to playing Dokapon. That was fun. We should do. I am going to do some drawings for both Kat and for Ross for their characters as they've been developing within that game. It's been so fun, and I love it when people humor me when I say, "Hey, I'll draw your character," in a game where you're not really creating a custom character. It's like we just come up with stuff. It's like, yeah, humor me on that. It's gonna be fun. And they do. But anyways, like, we'll go back to that. I might go back to streaming Skyrim. I should probably make a cute little art for the corner of my Skyrim orc. But yeah, I am going to just finish stream. Thank you for watching. I know that it's been just a ramble and the same dungeon like 5 to 10 times. But I wanted to make sure it was done. I wanted to have my video evidence that I did the thing, and I do. Mission successful. You guys have a great night. I love you all. And 1, 2, 3. Good night.